Do you know who Jean-Paul Sartre was and what he taught us about happiness? Beyond being one of the greatest intellectuals of the 20th century, Sartre was also known for his complicated life and rather provocative choices. He famously refused the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1964, a bold statement of his commitment to intellectual independence. He shook the foundations of conservatism with his lifelong open relationship with none other than Simone de Beauvoir. And he shaped the school of thought we now call existentialism. A French philosopher and writer, Sartre was born in Paris, where he lived until his death in 1980. His existentialist ideas challenged traditional notions of freedom and responsibility, leaving a mark on philosophy that still resonates today. For Sartre, freedom is the very essence of human existence. According to him, we are all condemned to be free. And that means we bear full responsibility for every choice we make. His philosophy had a profound impact on how we understand the human condition, influencing not only philosophy itself, but also literature, psychology, and political theory. Sartre challenged traditional notions of meaning and morality, urging people to confront their existential anxiety and to embrace freedom as an opportunity to create their own values and purpose in life. But how do Sartre's ideas about existentialism relate to the pursuit of happiness? For the philosopher, happiness is deeply tied to responsibility and authenticity. In other words, fully accepting responsibility for our choices is a crucial step toward living an authentic life. When we engage in authentic projects, we make conscious choices that shape a more meaningful and fulfilling existence. Of course, Sartre also understood that this condemnation to freedom comes with a sense of existential anguish. That's why, for him, true happiness means facing that anguish head-on, accepting the reality of our freedom, and creating meaning amid the emptiness of existence. According to existentialist philosophy, every human being is thrown into the world without a predefined purpose, and our freedom lies in the ability to make our own choices. Sartre argued that each person is responsible for creating their own life project, a personal and subjective vision of what is meaningful and valuable. And the realization of that project is essential for achieving an authentic existence, which, in the end, becomes the truest expression of our happiness. For Sartre, freedom and responsibility are deeply intertwined with the pursuit of happiness. Happiness doesn't come from refusing responsibility, but from courageously embracing freedom, from fully owning our individual choices and actively constructing a personal sense of meaning within our existence. In this process, awareness and authenticity become essential elements, highlighting the importance of living according to our own principles rather than conforming to the predefined roles imposed by society. Sartre took this idea so seriously that he called the denial of freedom bad faith. To pursue happiness, then, we must overcome bad faith, face our freedom head-on, and make conscious, deliberate choices. Instead of searching for meaning in external sources, we must create our own meaning in life. Building that personal meaning means exploring our interests, passions, and values, which leads to a richer and more fulfilling existence. Seeking individual meaning requires deeply exploring what drives us, our passions, desires, and aspirations. It involves a process of constant self-examination to discover what truly motivates us and brings us joy. This act of creating personal meaning can also take a creative form. Whether through art, writing, music, or any other form of expression, Sartre emphasized the importance of channeling our creativity as a way to give shape to our inner world. He also recognized that personal meaning can evolve over time. that happiness isn't fixed at a single point, but is instead a dynamic process that requires us to adapt and embrace change as we grow and evolve as individuals. With his bold and provocative approach, Jean-Paul Sartre left a lasting mark on modern philosophy. His ideas continue to challenge and inspire, urging us to reflect on our freedom, our responsibilities, and our ongoing search for meaning in our own lives. In essence, Sartre invites us to take our place as the architects of our own existence, to build a sense of meaning that is truly our own.